My friends, I want you to hear me today because somebody listening to me right now is going through pain, and you think it is the end of you. But I came here to tell you that it is not the end. It is the beginning. You are not being destroyed. You are being developed. You are not being punished. Being prepared, life has a way of pressing you down. Life has a way of making you question yourself. Life has a way of throwing storms your way and making you wonder, why me? Why now? Why this pain? But let me tell you something, the pain you are feeling is not wasted. The pain you are feeling is not meaningless. The pain you are feeling is the soil where your greatness is being planted. You have to understand that champions are not made on the stage. They are made in the dark. Champions are not made when the crowd is cheering. They are made when the world is silent, and the only sound you hear is sounds you hear. Your own breath telling you to keep going when everything in you says stop, when your body says I can't take it anymore, when your heart says it hurts too much, but your spirit whispers just one more step, just one more push, just one more fight. See, greatness is forged in the furnace of pain, and the fire that is trying to consume you right now is the very fire that will refine you into the person you are meant to be. You see, anybody can smile when life is easy. Anybody can laugh when the sun is shining. Anybody can sing when the notes are sweet. But it takes a warrior to sing in the storm. It takes a champion to smile through the struggle. It takes a giant to stand when everything around them is crumbling. And that is what you are. You are a warrior. You are a champion. You are a giant. But you have to believe it. You have to decide that this pain will not break you, but it will build you, because listen, to me, pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. What does that mean? It means that you cannot avoid pain. You cannot avoid heartbreak. You cannot avoid disappointment. You cannot avoid betrayal. It is part of the human experience, but what you can choose is whether you let that pain become the reason you give up, or the reason you go harder, whether you let that pain become the excuse for why you didn't make it, or the fuel for why you must make it. And I am telling you right now that if you are listening to me, you have the power to decide. You have the power to transform that pain into power, perseverance into passion, into purpose, because on the other side of that pain is the person you were created to be. So many of us want the blessing, but we don't want the burden. So many of us want the crown, but we don't want the cross. So many of us want the prize, but we don't want the process. But let me tell you something, there is no blessing without a burden. There is no crown without a cross. There is no prize without the process. You must go through the pain to access the power. You must endure the struggle to earn the strength, and I know it's not easy. I know it's not fair. I know it doesn't feel good, but nothing worth having ever comes easy, and nothing worth keeping ever comes cheap. You will cry. Yes, you will fall. Yes, you will fail. Yes, but none of that disqualifies you. It only develops you. Every tear you cry waters the seed of your destiny. Every stumble you take strengthens the muscle. Your perseverance, every scar you carry becomes a badge of honor that says, I survived, I endured, I overcame. You are not a victim of pain, you're a vessel of power. And once you understand that, you will stop asking, why is this happening to me? And start declaring, this is happening for me. Is not here to destroy me. It is here to deliver me into my destiny. This is your season to stop running from the pain and start running with it. Stop cursing it and start converting it. Stop letting it break you and start letting it build you, because the truth is, the deeper the pain, the greater the trait. Power, the heavier the burden, the bigger the blessing, the harder the battle, the sweeter the victory. Don't despise. Google, don't hate your hurt. Don't loathe your losses, because they are shaping you. They are stretching you. They are strengthening you. And if you endure, if you persist, if you keep moving, you will come out of this not weaker but stronger, not bitter, but better, not defeated but destined, because pain is the passport to power, and you, my friend, are about to travel into a new dimension of strength that you never knew existed. So hold on, hold tight, and keep pressing, because your power is coming. Your power is rising. Your power is already inside of you, waiting to be unleashed, and the pain is just the key that unlocks it. And as you walk through this journey of life, you must realize that every setback is a setup for a comeback. Every difficulty is a doorway to discovery. Every pain is a push toward purpose. But most people miss it because they are too busy complaining about the pain instead of learning from it, too busy resenting the hurt instead of rising through it, too busy asking why me instead of asking what now. And when you shift that perspective, when you stop asking, why is this happening, and start declaring, This is preparing me. Something shifts inside you. You begin to see the pain, but as preparation, not as a curse, but as a classroom, not as destruction, but as development. Because life is not happening to you, it is happening for you, and every ounce of pain you feel is working something deep inside of you that will one day be the very thing that gives you the power to soar. Help somebody else. You see, the reason some of you are going through the storms you're facing is because one day you're going to meet somebody else who is drowning in the same storm. And you will be able to say, I know what that feels like. I've been where you are. And if I made it through, you can too. Your pain will give you the authority to speak into someone else's life. Your scars will give you the credibility to guide someone else through their healing. Your story will become the key that unlocks someone else's prison. But first, you must let that pain do its work in you. First, you must let it transform you. First, you must embrace it as part of your journey, because pain without purpose is misery. But pain with purpose is power. Pain without meaning breaks you, but pain with meaning builds you. Pain without understanding destroys you, but pain with understanding develops you. And I'm telling you today that you must decide to give your pain a purpose. Decide that this hurt will not be wasted. Decide that this struggle will not be in vain. Decide that this storm will not sweep you away, but will set you on a higher path of destiny. And when you make that decision, you will find a strength inside you that you didn't know you had. Because listen to me, strength is not built in comfort. Strength is built in conflict. Strength is not built in peace. Strength is built in pain. The gym of life has one machine called struggle, and every time you push against it, you get stronger. Every time you lift the weight of adversity, you get tougher. Every time you resist the temptation to quit, you build the muscles of resilience and persistence. And before you know it, what used to break you now builds you. What used to scare you now sharpens you. What used to defeat you now develops you. See, the pain does not change the power. It only reveals it. The greatness is already inside of you. But sometimes it takes the pressure, the pain, the problems to pull it out of you. Diamonds don't shine because they want to. They shine because they've been pressed, they've been cut, they've been put through the fire. And if you are in the fire right now, it is only because there is a diamond inside you that must be revealed. And yes, the process hurts. Yes, the cutting is painful. Yes, the pressure is intense. But when it is over, you will shine, you will sparkle, you will reflect the greatness that was always in you, because you are not ordinary, you are extraordinary, you are not average, you are chosen, you are not weak. You are a warrior, but you must let the pain show you who you really are. Too many people let the pain define them instead of letting it refine them. They say, I am broken, I am nothing. I am worthless because of what I went through. But you must decide that I am wiser, I am stronger, I am better because of what I went through. It did not destroy me, it developed me. It did not end me, it empowered me. It did not kill me, it crowned me. And now I walk not as a victim, but as a victor. Not as the broken, but as the builder. Not as the crushed, but as the conqueror. That's what it means to turn pain into power. It means you take what was meant to bury you and use it to build you. It means you take what was meant to destroy you and use it to develop you. It means you take what was meant to silence you and use it to strengthen your voice. Because when you rise from pain, you rise with power. When you endure the storm, you walk out with strength. When you overcome the struggle, you step into significance, and that is what life is calling you to do. Right now, it is calling you to rise. It is calling you to endure. It is calling you to persist. It is calling you to keep moving, keep climbing, keep believing, keep fighting, because you have greatness. You have something special, and if you don't stop, if you don't quit, if you don't surrender, you will see the day when all of this pain was worth it. When all of this hurt had meaning, when all of this struggle gave birth to your strength. And you must realize, my friends, that the reason life allows you to feel pain is not because you are weak, but because you are strong enough to handle it. You see, the universe will never give you more than you can bear. The struggles that have shown up in your life came because you are equipped to overcome them. If you were not built for it, you would not fail. If you were not chosen for it, it would have passed you by. But the fact that it came to you is the evidence that inside of you there is a warrior capable of conquering it. And I need you to start seeing yourself that way. Stop seeing yourself as a victim of the pain and start seeing yourself as a vessel of the power, because the enemy of your destiny wants to keep you down by making you believe that the pain is the end. But pain is never the end. Pain is always the beginning. Pain is the birthplace of strength. Pain is the doorway to destiny. Pain is the classroom of champions. And when you begin To see it that way, you will stop shrinking from it and start stepping into it, because you know that the harder the pain, the greater the power it is pulling out of you. Some of you right now are in the middle of heartbreak, and you think you'll never love again. You think you'll never trust again. You think you'll never heal again, but I'm here to tell you that this heartbreak is not the end of your story. It is the beginning of a new chapter, a stronger chapter, a wiser chapter, a chapter where you learn how to love yourself first, how to value yourself first, how to trust yourself first. And from that place you will rise with a love that cannot be broken, because it is built on the foundation of your own worth. Some of you are in financial struggles. You've lost jobs, you've lost opportunities, you've been buried in debt, and you wonder, how can this be power? But let me tell you, those struggles teaching you resourcefulness. Those struggles are teaching you discipline. Those struggles are teaching you to create something from nothing. Those struggles are teaching you to dream bigger and fight harder. And one day you will look back and realize that the season you thought was starving you was actually strengthening you, because you learned how to build in the dark. You learned how to fight with nothing but faith. You learned how to stretch a little into a lot. And now you carry a power that money cannot buy. Some of you are facing sickness in your body. You are in pain physically and emotionally, and you wonder, how can this be power? But let me tell you, the pain in your body is awakening the gratitude. Your spirit, it is teaching you the value of every breath, the beauty of every sunrise, the gift of every step. And when you rise from it, you will carry with you a compassion for others who suffer. You will carry with you an empathy for those in pain. And you will be able to touch lives in ways you never could have without that experience. See, the truth is, your greatest ministry will come out of your deepest misery. Your greatest message will come out of your greatest mess. Your greatest testimony will come out of your greatest test. And the pain you are going through is qualifying you to be a voice of faith. Power in this world, so don't despise it. Don't run from it, embrace it. And let it transform you, because pain is the universal language of humanity. But power is the translation of that pain into purpose. And once you learn how to translate your pain into purpose, you will never be stopped again. Everything life throws at you will only make you stronger. Everything life uses to hurt you will only heal you. Everything life uses to push you down will only lift you up. And this is why I tell you over and over, you got to be hungry for the lesson in the loss. You got to be hungry for the blessing in the burden. You got to be hungry for the purpose in the pain, because hunger will keep you moving. When the pain tries to paralyze you, hunger will keep you fighting. When the pain tries to finish you, hunger will keep you dreaming. When the pain tries to destroy you, hunger will keep you alive. When the pain tries to kill your spirit, you must be hungry to see the other side. You must be hungry to experience the power. You must be hungry to rise into your destiny, because life will try to starve you with pain, but hunger will feed you with purpose. Hunger will fuel you with power. Hunger will keep you alive until you thrive. And so I say to you again and again, don't you quit. Don't you stop. Don't you surrender, because you have greatness in you. You have something special. And the pain you are facing is not here to destroy that greatness, but to deliver it. The world is waiting for the power inside of you. The world is waiting for the story inside of you. The world is waiting for the gift inside of you. And your pain is simply the midwife bringing it forth into the world. So endure it, push through it, fight through it. And when it is over, you will not only have survived, you will have thrived. You will not only have endured, you will have empowered. You will not only have cried, you will have conquered. And your life will become the living testimony that pain can be turned into power. And I know sometimes when you're in the middle of the storm, when you're in the middle of the fire, when you're in the middle of the valley, it feels like the pain is endless. It feels like the darkness will never lift. It feels like you are drowning and there's no way out. But listen to me, storms don't last. Always the fire doesn't burn forever. The valley is not permanent. It is just a season. It is just a chapter. It is just a page in your story. And if you hold on long enough, if you press on hard enough, if you refuse to give up, you will see the sunrise after the darkest night. You will feel the cool breeze after the hottest fire. You will climb out of the valley and stand on the mountaintop. And when you do, you will look back and realize that the pain that once felt like it was killing you was actually cultivating you. The storm that once felt like it was destroying you was actually developing you. The fire that once felt like it was consuming you was actually refining you. And the valley once felt like it was burying you was actually birthing you into your destiny. See, life has a way of disguising blessings as burdens and miracles, as messes and breakthroughs as breakdowns. But when you endure, when you hold on, when you keep believing, you begin to see that every pain had a purpose. Every tear had a teaching, every loss had a lesson. And together they created the power inside of you that no one can ever take away. And that is why you must stop fearing pain, stop running from pain, stop resenting pain, and instead embrace it as the partner in your progress, because pain is not your enemy, pain is your ally. It is the resistance that builds your strength. It is the struggle that shapes your character. It is the wound that reveals your wisdom. And if you never went through pain, you would never grow. If you never went through pain, you would never know what you are capable of. If you never went through pain, you would never discover the greatness inside of you. But because you did, because you are. You are unlocking levels of strength, courage, resilience, and faith that you never dreamed possible. You see, when you've been through pain, you stop being afraid of life. When you've been through pain, you stop being intimidated by challenges. When you've been through pain, you stop controlled by fear, because you know that whatever comes your way, you have already survived worse, and you will survive this too. The pain becomes your proof. The pain becomes your power. The pain becomes your proclamation that I am still here. I am still standing, I am still fighting, and nothing can stop all. Now, and when people look at you, they will wonder, how did you make it? How did you endure? How did you rise? And you will be able to say, I turned my pain into power. I refuse to quit. I refuse to surrender. I refuse to die in the struggle. And because of that, I am alive in the strength. And here's the beautiful thing: once you turn your pain into power, it becomes contagious. Once you rise from your struggle, it gives others the courage to rise from theirs. Once you find your strength, it inspires others to find theirs. Once you tell your story, it sets others free from their silence, and suddenly your life is no longer just about you. It is about everyone connected to you, everyone watching you, everyone who will be touched by the ripple effect of your resilience. And that is why you cannot quit. That is why you cannot stop. Is why you cannot give up, because your victory is bigger than you. Your power is bigger than you. Your destiny is bigger than you. Someone is waiting for you to turn your pain into power so they can believe that they can too. Someone is waiting for you to rise so they can rise. Someone is waiting for you to overcome so they can overcome. Someone is waiting for you to break through so they can break through. And if you quit, if you give up, if you stop, you are not just robbing yourself, you are robbing them too. So you must decide right now that quitting is not an option. You must decide right now that stopping is not a choice. You must decide right now that you will push through, you will fight through, you will crawl if you have to, but you will not give up, because there is too much at stake. There is too much riding on you. There is too much waiting for you, and you have too much greatness in you to die in the pain. You must live in the power.